If a planner is too much, then maybe this is for you. This is the Day Designer Clipfolio, and it is beautiful. Of course, it's floral because you know everything I love is floral, but I wanted to take a minute and show this to you. It was not a planned purchase. It was something that caught my eye while I was out shopping, but I really, really like it because sometimes, even with the best intentions and the most perfect planner, it's just not exactly what you're looking for, and you need a tool that is really nice, but it's not as detailed and as, I don't even want to say time consuming, but you need to put so much effort and energy into maintaining it as a planner. This could be a great option for you. This is a Clipfolio. It is, looks like, yeah, 8.5 by 11 lined paper with a storage pocket. You can see it's got a really nice, like it's big, it's got a nice hard cover. It's not too thick. You can see it's probably like, I don't know, maybe like a 1/2 inch, 3/4, and the back is just plain. But what I love about this is if you want to clip anything here, you have it. You've got those really nice gold details that Day Designer is known for. Day Designer has just the most stunning details. I feel like there's so much gold. They're kind of like sugar paper in that. I love the gold on a planner. You have, when you open it up, there's no calendar, there's no like multiple different like things you need to fill out. It is literally a notepad, right? And let me see if this comes out. Actually, it does. So when you're done, you could take this out and replace it with a new one, but we'll leave it in for now. And the other side of this just has a folder. So that's really nice. If you're taking this somewhere, if you want to take notes, if you need to jot some stuff down, maybe you're not a laptop, iPad person, you've got this, right? So it's got a really nice folder here, and it's definitely, it's like a little, it's not like quite accordion, but there's enough space that you could fit a few things in here, right? Well, what I like about this is, first of all, there's a ton of pages, and this is not just a regular old legal pad. This is broken down into different sections. And what I like about sections is that things are laid out in chunks, but you could always put washi tape, a sticker, you could just cross it out if you want and make your own. You have a ton of room on this side, and then maybe a third over here that says date, topic, questions, ideas, and actions. So what I like about this is, let's say you're not a planner person. You have all of your things in your calendar that hangs on your wall in terms of events, or you have all of your events in your work calendar, in your phone, but you just need something to organize yourself. This is perfect. Okay, so let me show you some ideas of things that you can do. I've got my pen. I also recently became a little obsessed. I really tried not to buy too many office supplies this year. Whoops. Because my office is just like getting too cluttered, and it's defeating the purpose of being like organized. And I don't know, I wouldn't say I'm a minimalist by any means, but I don't need everything that I have. So anyway, I've been trying not to buy stuff, but I found these muted, more like light color pastel highlighters, and I love them. They just like are so pretty, and they're not like so bright, like the bright yellow, bright orange, all that. So I'll use some of these here too. So we have this paper, and let's say again, you're not a planner person, but you have a super busy week coming up. So the first thing that you can do is you can give yourself a little week ahead outlook at the top, right? So one thing you could do is you could just do a little bit of like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And you could honestly do this super nice and neat with rulers or something like that. I'm just, for the sake of time, gonna go through like this, and you could do some lines and you know the days. So what's today? The 2nd, the 1st. Okay, so 2, and you just put the number day above it. And you can put down, like, you can brain dump again, right? So you're like, what's happening Monday? Okay, well, here are the things that I have to do for this day, right? You could do, you know, you have your doctor's appointment on Tuesday at 2 p.m. You could do, oh, you know what, don't forget on Thursday, oh, I have to, pick up the gift. You have all the space in the world to do whatever you want, but you can also just leave it at the top, right? You could make this a lot bigger if you want, but this could be your week ahead. You could put your actions down here as your to-do list, but let's say you're like, I have a specific list that I need to make, like grocery shopping, but you don't want to put it right here. You could change this, right? So this could be grocery shopping, right? It could be you are getting ready for your kid's birthday party and you're like, here are the last minute items that I need to pick up. It could be that you're getting ready to travel and here are the things that I don't want to forget. It could be that you're going to a wedding and you want to remember that these are the items or last minute to do. So this could really change to anything you want, right? Ideas could just be miscellaneous, like for upcoming, what's coming up next week, what's coming up in 2 weeks. It could be like, I don't want to forget this big thing. This is a priority. You could change one of these to priorities. There are a million different ideas of ways that you could lay this out, right? This could be your mini calendar at the top. You can have any number of to-do lists here, and then you can just put general notes right here, right? So I am going to show you just like a really nice layout of something that I would do for my week. This is just an example, but I'm going to tell you how I would use this for myself, and then I'm going to go through it with you. All right, I'm back. So this is how I would lay this out for myself for this week coming up if I didn't have a planner. The first thing I would do is for questions, I would cross that out and I would put all the cards to order. I'm in a season where it's like graduation, Father's Day is coming up. I know I always say this sounds like a Shutterfly commercial. I love them. I like to order their cards. So usually you can get a card from $4 to $6. It's on really nice paper and it's totally personalized. The only thing is if you order them, you want to make sure that you get them, I would say like 10 to 12 days in advance because sometimes they take a long time to ship. But I want to get one for my husband, my father-in-law, all of my daughter's teachers. I need to get a wedding card for somebody, a graduation card for somebody else. And that is like a big project because if you're personalizing, you need to find old pictures on your phone, you need to upload them, make sure you put them together. And they always look so good. Like I rarely buy cards anymore because I just feel like they're fine, but they're like a little impersonal. And when I give these cards to people, people are like, oh, I didn't throw them away because I just like love the pictures on them and they were really special. So it does take a little while, and then when they get there, you have to wait for them to come, and then you have to send them out and all that, but it's worth it to me. So that is a project for me, and it's not just one to-do list item. I think I need to make like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards. So my card list is taking up this section. The next thing is kind of June projects. These are things that I want to do this month, right? So I have been really bad. I know it is halfway through 2025, but I do 2020, well, I do them every year. I do a photo book, again, Shutterfly. But you could do through any company. And I like to just do them so that I can look back on the years, and I do like a really nice, they're usually like 100 pages. And I have not done our 2024 book yet, so I have been bad about that. So I just finished studying for this certification test that took me an entire like month and a half, 2 months to study for, and I haven't done anything else. So that is on the list for June. Speaking of things on the list for June is my pantry. This project list came from my thing of like making your perfect to-do list. And my top question to ask yourself is like, what do you really not want to do? But it's the thing that's going to give you the most peace. Well, the photo book has been on my list for 6 months, so I cannot wait to check that off. But the pantry is also a disaster. As you're aware, this channel is a labor of love, not just for myself, but like my husband edits, and he's a YouTube person. And he will ask me in the week when he's preparing the video, he'll be like, I want like a video of this, I want a clip of that. And I'm like scared to death. He is gonna ask me like, can we take a video and show people our pantry? I'm scared. In Florida, we don't have coat closets, and I love our house, but it's not like the biggest house in the whole world. And our pantry is really big. So we have an art cart in there, all of our food, lots of toys, plastic bags, coolers. I mean, like, it's insane. And twice a year I clean it out, but it has spiraled out of control and I just haven't had time. So that is the thing that I'm like, that would feel so good to have it done, but it is such a big project. So anyway, that is on my list. And then mulch. I've been needing to buy mulch at Lowe's for like 3 months. So anyway, of course, I wait. Once again, we live in Florida. I wait till June to do this, but I digress. Cards to order is here. June projects are here. And then right here, miscellaneous to do. I need to get vitamins. I need to pay some bills. As I've mentioned, we're doing a little road trip coming up, and I have yet to do the car rental thing. That's the whole thing too, because I logged in. Have you ever started a task and you need to finish it, but there's like little things that just like pluck at your nerves, and you're like, I need to figure this out. But I went to do the rental car, and it's like, you're ready to order, like submit. And I'm like, well, where do I add the extra people? Like, I'm not the only driver. And then my husband went to do it, and it was like, okay, you don't need to add anybody if they're like an official like family member. And you're like, well, like, does an extended family member count? I don't know. Once again, I digress, but I need to do that. I need to make some more tentative road trip plans so I know where we're stopping. And I'm gonna sing in a choir. I'm so excited about this. I'm singing in a choir next month, so that'll be really fun. But we just got our rehearsal schedule, so I need to get myself organized. So these are my weekly/monthly. I have to get these done in the next little bit. And then I am gonna write my work to do. So I'm not gonna put anything for that because my work week has not officially started yet, but I gave myself room for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. What I like about this is that, let's say I go on vacation and I'm like, okay, well, I don't really need anything for next week. I'm not gonna use a planner. We can just rip this out and look, done. We start over. And that's nice because sometimes you feel like you're wasteful if you go a week or two without using your planner, and then you're like, why do I even have this anyway? Like, is it even purposeful to have a planner? Like, a planner is not an organizational tool that works for everyone, but sometimes just having a really nice notepad, especially one that is big enough. Like, I love that this is big enough, and look at these gorgeous gold details. So this could be a really good option if you need to organize yourself, but you're just not feeling a planner. One other note that I want to make actually about this is that this is really good if you need an overview, but let's say you're having a really stressful day. You have 6 work meetings, somebody is coming to your house to fix the plumbing, you have like 9 loads of laundry, you're traveling tomorrow, you need a list. This could turn into a daily situation. You could rip this off and you could be like, this is my packing list. Here are my meeting times. Here's everything that I need to know before I go out of town. Like, you can do whatever you want, and that's what I like so much about this. The world is your oyster, so you can really customize it. It could be a weekly planner situation for, a few weeks, then it could be a day, then it could just be your holiday list for gift ideas, like whatever you want to do. So anyway, this is it. This is beautiful. I love it. You'll have to let me know if this is something you think would be useful for you, or if you're like, yeah, I don't know, I might just stick with my planner. So I always like to find tools that are a little different from a standard weekly planner and show them to you in case you think they might benefit your productivity or just be like a fun thing to have. I also think this is a really good gift. That's the last thing I'm gonna say, is if you wanna gift a planner lover something, this is a perfect gift, because you can give this to them and then it's not like you picked out a planner for them. Planners are very personal items. I think everyone should choose their own planner because you don't know what somebody might like or not. Oh, look, this little thing even comes up so you can hang this up if you wanted. I mean, you have to hold it against a wall or something so it doesn't open. But anyway, really nice gift. So anyway, this plus maybe a couple highlighters and some nice erasable pens. You know I'm obsessed with the erasable pens. That would be a really nice gift to give someone. So anyway, let me know what you think of this. If you've seen any of these, if you have a Padfolio, a Clipfolio, something like that, and if you like it or it's not for you. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. And if you did, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.